Hey everybody, Steve Vincent here. Thanks for tuning into our channel. This is your mentor. I'm an investor. I'm also an entrepreneur and into real estate as well. So today's video really is about changing the way you think. And I'm going to start out with a basic building block from now on and start putting more videos out there for things, because I think part of the issue with these videos that are out there is that there's not a beginning block, there's not a beginning one to kind of build a foundation. There's a lot of talk and what they've done, but there's not like an actual building block. So today's building block to start us out in the right track, because the new year's coming up, and I like to kind of share some thoughts with you that I go through and what I do every year. So the new year's coming up, so it's a clean slate. 2021 hasn't even started yet, and we're going to start off with a bang with a clean slate. So what do I mean by what we're going to do? I'm going to change the way you think. So what I want you to do is I want you to work on, between now and New Year's, changing your paradigm, your shift. And if you know what I'm talking about here, this is your thought process. This is everything you've been groomed to think about, or how things will work in your family, how you were raised, how you think about success, work ethic, what it means economically, how much money your family is. If you're younger and you're learning this, it's based on how much economics you guys have, where you live, where you don't live. And at the end of the day, it's those experiences and that education that you're getting, and then the conversations you have shape your paradigm in your mind of what you think your successes are like down the road and what you're capable of. I want you to know that no matter where you're at, you still control your destiny. You may be surrounded by some stuff that limits your thinking, that you don't know about, but at the end of the day, you can still change. So the paradigm shift, we're gonna have you change your way of thinking about your goals. So think for 1 minute, a profound question for you. If you won the lottery tomorrow or today, okay, and let's say it's $1 million, fictitiously, how would that change your world? And most everybody has a different viewpoint of how they would live than they're living right now, which tells me they're not living the way they want to. They're living to survive. Get it? And I'm all in on it, but you have to think to yourself too, what do I want to do? Where am I going to go? So part of this paradigm shift that I'm sharing with you, the basic building block, is what does my life look like in me? What do I visualize my life being like when I'm older? Or what do I want out of my life? Where do I want to live, or what kind of a lifestyle do I want? And then you start wiping this stuff down. So for me, mine was, I put down my success, right? That was what I put down on my board, and I chose real estate as a driver for me to get there. Okay, spelled that wrong. So in real estate, I have a bunch of properties. I have a few properties, and we're consolidating down because one day in real estate, I'm going to buy apartments, and I'm prospecting right now for them. So what does that mean as far as what I've done to help you out? So I started out with a single family home, and now I've worked my way into a group home, and now I have 2 assisted living facilities that I'm operating. Okay. And that's important because these things are driving the apartment complex. So this is going to be steady income, steady stream of income, and this is going to be in the passive income, right? Because I'm going to own them, and we're going to collect rents and pay them. The other part of this is developmental. I'm going to continue learning and educating myself. So development, the big one, family, is critical. This one's very, very critical for support. And you see how I'm putting this map together? And then, what do you like? Networking. We want to network with people, bankers, CPAs, like-minded others for mentoring, kind of like in this video here. So you can kind of see the roadmap I'm putting together. Okay, this roadmap is going to be what I'm going to rely on. So when I wake up every day, what do I need to work on today? This is what's going to help me out. So for you, shift change would be one. Second one I want you to work on is creating 3 goals for the next day that you have to do to work your way to these things, whether it's your family, education, networking, or basically just getting better at your current job, whatever that is. So those are my tidbits. Think about this and structurally think about where you're going and where you're headed. If you're not happy, you've got a few weeks to make a decision on where you're going to go. Obviously, the biggest one's going to be you taking action. All of this is only good if you take action. Then the big one always comes up. I don't have enough money. This doesn't require money. What this requires is you shifting your brain to think a different way towards where you're going and what you're doing. The money part we'll discuss later, and I have other videos out there that discuss the financial pieces. But to give you a little hint, what I would do is take what you're making, I don't care what it makes, and figure out on the top, not the bottom, the top meaning that you haven't paid anything out yet, and you take between 5 to 10% of what you currently make, and I want you to shove that to a side. And I want you to currently keep going down till your budget has been paid out, done, and you have whatever you have left over, right? But we're going to call this a savings plan, and I'm not talking IRAs, I'm not talking 401ks, I'm talking just regular dollars that you can put in a bank and let it sit there with the intent that this money is being stacked for a purpose. What is that purpose? It could be education, it could be a property, it could be anything, but have a purpose for that money. It could be starting your own business. It could be buying your family car so that you can do more of these things, whatever it is. 5 to 10% away every time you get paid, put that away for a purpose. And that will be the beginning segment of a video I'll put down later. So like, subscribe, appreciate you watching, share, and I hope that doing this will help you get you where you're at. I've already done all of this. Like I shared with you, we just purchased our second assisted living facility. We're doing on the brink of breaking out in a big way. And then my next piece of this is apartments. So thank you for watching. Appreciate your time. And like I said, like, share, add comments if you agree or disagree. I'm doing this. Jody and I are both doing this together for our dream. And we're going to get there, and I'll map out how we're doing all this as we go and our successes. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, because I'm going to go where I'm going to go. We're going where we're going to go. What matters is that you believing in this information to get you where you want to go. And I believe, and I know that if you do this, you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. So thanks for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you soon.